I almost lost my job because of this next piece of music. When we rehearsed the piece of music, I've found that there's a trombone solo in the second verse that plays with Joe Williams' vocal. And I figured, wouldn't it be great to add some of myself to this fantastic recording? So I asked the trombone player when it was time for his solo, to get up and tippy-toe over and play his whole solo into the corner of the studio, totally away from all the mics. I didn't want any direct sound on that solo. Now that's a pretty bold move to make. Anybody got any ideas about why I would, not just but why did I have the confidence to do that? Any thoughts? Well, who said that? That's it. I had this incredible room with me. And the room sounded so fantastic. And you'll hear the trombone solo. He goes over in the corner and plays his solo into the corner. And I told him, get away from all the mics, no direct mic sound. So during this particular verse, there's only piano, bass, drums, and guitar, with Joe Williams singing, of course. Now, what happened that makes this situation a little unique is that I was showing the trombone player where to stand, okay, and where to play his solo. And I glanced back in the control room and noticed that one of the studio owners had stopped by to the studio to see what was going on. I thought to myself, what's he doing here at this hour? I'll bet he's checking up on me. When he saw what I was up to and what I was going to do, I could see his face redden and his jaw stiffen. He was obviously very upset with my scheme. He came back in the control room, came over to me, and by this time he was shaking with rage. And he said, Bruce, are you insane? What on earth are you doing? You can't record a musician off mic. Now you hear that? You can't record a musician off mic like that. It just isn't done. Don't you love that? He said to me, and I've been able to forget that, to remember. I can't forget that moment in time if my life depended on it. He said, Bruce, if this ridiculous idea of yours backfires, you're fired. Of course, that didn't scare me half as much as when he said to me, it just isn't done. What a pile of horse pucky that is. Man, have you ever heard anything so stupid? It just isn't done. Where would we be if we lived by those kind of statements? Well, in essence, what happened was I recorded that trombone solo in its own acoustic space, off mic. Bill Basie, Frank Foster, the arranger, Joe Williams, the arranger, and Teddy Reeg, the producer, all the guys in the band loved my courageous sonic concept.